Today is the feast of the conversion of St. Paul, and perhaps it's one of the most important feasts for us, because without the conversion of St. Paul, none of us would be doing what we do as Christians. It was St. Paul's insight and his doggedness and his courage that ploughed on, knowing that Jesus' message, Jesus' death and resurrection and the coming of the Holy Spirit was about the transformation of the world and was a message for all people, not just the people who were Jesus' community by birth. And so we today here have received the message of Jesus. We have heard the message of Jesus, which in St. Paul's letter to the Colossians, he called Christ in us, the hope of glory. And as we are recipients of this message brought to us by the apostles and by all those who followed them, we are called to live this gospel and to share this gospel with the communities around us. That's what the year of discipleship is about, because we can only share the gospel as we live it. If our lives don't match up to our words, then who is going to take notice of us? And that's not about being perfect. As my favourite verse said, we have this treasure in earthen vessels. We are not perfect. We are never going to be perfect. It's Christ in us that is in the hope of glory. Christ in us, the hope of glory. And that's what we share. Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit, who makes Christ real to anyone who opens their lives to him, is the message that we proclaim. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you've done, whatever you want to do, Christ can be in you and will be the hope of glory, not just for you, not just for us, but for our world. And we today, following the footsteps of St. Paul and all the people who've brought that message to us from St. Paul's day to our own, are part of living out that message of Jesus and bringing it to our own day. We are part of living out what it means to be those who have the hope of God's glory in our hearts and before us, and wanting to share with all around us that each of us, as weak and as fallible as we are, also are called to be those who share the glory of Christ forever.